Well guys, we're starting off the 2023 year right with some Zoa eating nudies. I just gotten back from a break and I noticed my other chaos were looking a little funky. You can see the skirts are kind of like curled in. So I knew something was wrong. And after looking a while, I saw a bunch of these nudibranchs like everywhere. I think they just populated like crazy in the 10 days that I was gone. You can see this one next to the aqua rock that I'm about to suck up. They hold on really well, so you have to kind of like push a lot of water and get them out. So you can see one here. You see he's kind of orange? Here's the little bucket I'm putting them in. And the funny thing was these guys were everywhere, like on my sand bed. You can see them right there next to my rock flower anemone. I caught some in the overflow. I think I ended up catching around like 20 of them. On this rock colony that I have, you can see the little spirals on the zoas that are closed up. That's their eggs. So I saw like a good 3 or 4 clusters of these. So I knew I had to get them out and probably dip them. I was too tired that day, so the next day I got up early and started taking the rocks out. So here you can see I'm getting the torch and the zoas to close up a little bit. So I'm closing up the torch because the torch is attached to the rock that I'm trying to pull out. So before I try to take the torch off, I'm just trying to get it to close up a little bit so it doesn't lose some of its tentacles. If you accidentally pull them off the rocks too hard, they might lose a few polyps, but they usually recover just fine. So here I'm grabbing that first Zoa rock out. And you can just see my curious clownfish looking and see what's going on. I did find a lot of bristleworms at the bottom of the rocks too, but my coral banded shrimp has been doing a really good job of keeping that in check. So I take out this next rock with the acans on it. I was too lazy to kind of just take off all the acans, so I'm just gonna dip them with the zoas. And I didn't get it in this video, but I ended up pulling that other rock right behind my goat torch too. Here I put them inside the bucket with some water. I think it was about a gallon's worth of water just to fill up where the acans will not be out of the water. So here you can see a lot of the zoas are closed up. I'm pretty sure those are the ones that are affected. My other chaos for some reason will not close. They just remain open the entire time, but that's fine. So the dip I'm using today is Two Little Fishies Revive. This dip works really well for me to get rid of most of the pests I usually have. On the back it says to use about 4 caps of Revive per gallon, but I'm just gonna end up using 2 caps. That should just be enough. And I'm just gonna let it sit in the water for a little while. So here I just poured my second cap, added that third rock that I was mentioning, and I just kind of mixed up the water and kind of just left them there. Here's the results after the dip. So I think I got most of them out the day before when I was just using the turkey baster and sucking them out one by one. But there was a bunch of things that fell off, like pods, some of my little baby snails fell off, some worms. And I did see a few nudibranchs, but they were super tiny, so nothing to worry about. So here's the rock I pulled out. I'm planning to frag back my other chaos a little bit. The heads are just out of proportion. You can see like the Zoa eating nudies ate up a pretty decent chunk of my Zoa population. This rock needs to be pretty like heavily populated with scrambled eggs and my eagle eyes. But if you guys watched my last few videos, I've been wondering why my eagle eyes haven't been doing so well, and I'm pretty sure it's because these nudies ate them all up. Here I'm about to frag out my other chaos. Please remember to wear safety equipment like gloves and goggles before you do this, and just stay safe. Here's the rock that was really infested with them. If you guys can see, there are some egg clusters on like a few of the polyps. I'll get a close-up here and a still shot here in a little bit. I did manage to find 4 clusters that I scraped off. Here's 2 of them. And this is the results after putting them back into the tank. Zoas are pretty hardy, so I'm not too worried about them doing bad after dips. Here's my mushroom. You see a little baby that's growing out, which is pretty neat. And yeah, I'll update you guys in a few days to see how they're doing. Here's 2 of the frags I made from the other chaos. I put 3 polyps each on the disc. Now this hammer, you can notice, is kind of bleaching on the side. I think the main problem that was causing the bleaching is nitrate. So I'm gonna try up the dosing a little bit to get my numbers a little higher, and hopefully that helps it. I recently ran out of For Reef, so I'm making a new batch today. Here are the instructions I'm about to put up on the screen. So you're supposed to mix a liter of water with 6 leveled spoons of this For Reef powder. But today I'm only making around half of that, so I'm only gonna use 3 level scoops. It was really hard trying to get this on video, but for the level scoops, I kind of just scoop into the cup, push it against the wall of the container a little bit, get it kind of even. So here I have a little bit too much, but just ended up shaking off some. So I skipped the boring part of me scooping 2 more, but you mix it up a little bit, and they say to mix it up until it's clear. So I mean, I mixed mine up for a little while, and it didn't really look too clear, but if I put in this clear spoon, you can see that, you know, it's not too bad. So I poured it back into the container, and back into the doser it goes. I noticed my dosing tube was a little hard, I guess, from the dried up solution. So I was just pushing the sides around to get it to become a little more flexible. So I did that for a while, then I put it back. And yeah, everything worked out well. Here's my tank at the end of the water change. I don't have the wave maker on right now, so the torches are flowing in a super soft and nice pattern. They're super fluffy right now, which look pretty nice. And yeah, I'll give you guys an update of what things look like in like 2 days. Here's a quick update after 2 days. So all the zoas are pretty much back. The frags are looking really good. The heads are growing back to their normal size. So here's that one. Here's some of my zoas that were closed up, and now they're all mostly pretty open. I think I'll do another dip again this weekend, just to be safe. There's the other frag hiding behind that rock. Here's the orange bam bams, mostly recovered, about half of them. I did not see any new zoa eating nudies on them today, so that's really good. And here's the other rock that was really infested, and all the zoas are happy again. If you guys made it this far, I would like to thank you. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. I just recently battled the flu over the winter break, and that wasn't so nice. So I hope all you guys stay healthy, and I also hope all your tanks are doing well. See you guys in the next one.